Yeah. No scripts, no agendas, no company wars. Just passion for this business. Aaron loves wrestling. Dr. Love on the mic. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. Yeah. Turn the camera on, let the real talk begin. I've been loving this sport since way back when. From the territories to the bright light stages. History in the ring, every chapter, every page. I don't follow the crowd, I don't chase what is trending. I speak from the heart, no pretending. They argue over ratings, fight over a brand. I'm here for the wrestlers, putting miles on the van. Blood, sweat, sacrifice, that's the foundation. Different promotions, one wrestling nation. You can love WWE and still rock with elite. TNA, New Japan, bring the fire and heat. This is Unfiltered Wrestling. Say it with your chest. Real opinions, real passion. We don't fake for the rest. No tribal lines, we put that hate to death. Aaron loves wrestling till there's nothing left. No filter, no fear. Tell the whole wrestling world that Dr. Love is here. Every bell, every bump, every story they're selling. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. I respect the old school, but I live in the now. Give the legends they flowers, let the young stars grow. From the opening match to the main event fight, I'm watching every move, breaking down every night. I'll praise what is great, call out what is weak. Never let a fan base tell me how I should speak. I don't need your approval, don't need a backstage pass. Just a microphone, a camera, and the truth in the glass. This is more than content, it's a wrestling community built around respect, passion, and unity. So throw up your ones, your twos, or your fours. When the bell starts ringing, we all want more. This is Unfiltered Wrestling. Say it with your chest. Real opinions, real passion. We don't fake for the rest. No tribal lines, we put that hate to death. Aaron loves wrestling till there's nothing left. No filter, no fear. Tell the whole wrestling world that Dr. Love is here. Every company, every style, every story worth telling. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. Prescribing a dose of love for professional wrestling. No bias, no tribalism, no filter. This is Aaron Loves Wrestling. Yeah. No scripts, no agendas, no company wars. Just passion for this business. Aaron loves wrestling. Dr. Love on the mic. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. Yeah. Turn the camera on, let the real talk begin. I've been loving this sport since way back when. From the territories to the bright light stages. History in the ring, every chapter, every page. I don't follow the crowd, I don't chase what is trending. Company. I speak from the heart. This ain't about one company. This ain't about picking sides. This is professional wrestling. Aaron loves wrestling. Welcome to the wrestling lovers community. Dusty and Flair made the whole crowd believe. Hogan and Sting had the world on his feet. Undertaker's bell, Austin breaking the glass. Rock brought the lightning, Cena carried the flag. Now it's Cody Moxley, Oba in the fight. Newman, Santana, and Moose every night. Mystical flying, Tsuji bringing the heat. Different promotions, but the love runs deep. Every ring, every style, every wrestler, every mind. You can rep your favorite, just respect mine. There's enough wrestling for everybody worldwide. Put tribalism to death. Let the hate take its last breath. No more sides, no more divide. We stand together with wrestling pride. WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA, New Japan, AAA, CMLL, MLW. We love wrestling. Say it with your chest. Put tribalism to death. Old school, new school, strong style, lucha, hardcore wars and technical shooters, big time arenas or a small town hall. Respect every wrestler who gives it their all. Buy the tickets, rock the shirts, make some noise. Cheer the heroes, boo the ones you enjoy. You don't have to hate what somebody else loves. At the end of the night, wrestling's enough. One ring, one heart, one voice. When the bell starts, support the wrestlers. Respect them all. Wrestling lovers, stand up tall. Put tribalism to death. Let the hate take its last breath. From the smallest crowd to the biggest show, Aaron loves wrestling.
What's going on, all my wrestling lovers? Aaron Loves Wrestling Podcast here, and I am the host, the one, the only, the lover of professional wrestling, or how Southern people say that wrestling. Aaron Loves Wrestling, Dr. Love. How are y'all doing, everyone, on this fine Wednesday? It's Hump Day. Hump Day. That's right. And we had a great weekend of professional wrestling, not only with the AEW Redemption pay-per-view, which was fire. 9 out of 10 I gave it. And if you disagree, we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. As Cody Rhodes would say, what do you want to talk about? I want to talk about AEW Redemption. SummerSlam coming up this Saturday and Sunday. 2 nights. That's right. Two. Also, other wrestling news. Emotional video released today by The New Day. Kofi and Austin Creed now, not Xavier Woods anymore. We want to talk about that and some of the symbolisms of that video. I'm going to talk about Raw this past Monday. I thought it was a really good show. I'm going to talk about NXT last night, even better show than Raw. NXT has been great so far. Dynamite is tonight, the follow-up show from Redemption, plus last week's show got 700 plus K viewers again. So hopefully that can keep going. And they're in Detroit tonight. So maybe we see, I don't know, a tag team known as Motor City Machine Gun show up. Maybe, possibly. And then also maybe New Day, maybe tonight, maybe next week, maybe All In. Let's find out. Also, we'll talk about other wrestling news. We'll talk about WWE Radio. I've been checking it out this past week. I think it has been awesome. I've been listening to it about it every day on Sirius XM, even making a few phone calls and appearing on the show. Also, the AEW Network, Podcast Network, Tony Khan talked about at the Redemption Scrub. I'm going to talk about that. And maybe, just maybe, Mr. Khan, Tony Khan, if you want a podcast on there, who better yet, the Dr. Love, the love of professional wrestling himself. I'm just saying. Tony Khan, hit me an email. Reply to my email. I would love to be on the AEW Podcast Network because I love professional wrestling. And yes, Steven, we're going to talk about Marissa Day. Contract expired with TNA. Her boyfriend's Kevin Knight. Maybe she'll show up in AEW. We'll also go over the G1 Climax Tournament. That's been a great tournament so far. I missed the past couple of shows. Got to catch up. I did watch the Callum Newman and Zack Sabre Jr. match. And if you haven't watched it, go to the New Japan World app for $10. That's right, $9.99 for awesome wrestling. The tournament's going on right now. You can watch the matches. They got the match up there right now. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Callum Newman. Fire match. Go watch it. I did. You can too. We're going to talk about that plus more in this episode. Plus also my thoughts on Unreal. Okay. WWE Unreal. You may disagree. You may agree, but we're going to talk about it. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm still going to keep pushing this because Rebel Heart. Also, Rebel Heart. Speaking of Rebel Heart, they have a special show in September. My birthday week on top of that. Of an AEW Rebel Heart special episode of Dynamite. So we're going to talk about that here later. And there's word of her appearing on the show. So it's going to be an emotional show. It's going to be emotional. But yes, if you want to support Rebel Heart, and I'm hoping that night in Athens, Georgia, we see just the arena full of these Rebel Heart shirts. And you want to know how you can get it? Well, go to shopaew.com. Get yourself a Rebel Heart t-shirt. That's right. Get yourself a Rebel Heart t-shirt. I get no compensation sharing about this. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Not a penny of sharing about this. I'm doing this for the cause. I'm doing this because I care. I'm doing this because I hope and pray she can make a recovery. But if not, I hope and pray for peaceful days for the remainder of her life. And I pray also for the support of the cause to find a cure for this horrible disease. So if you will, go to shopaew.com. Get yourself the $10 bracelet. I got it right here too. Get yourself a shirt. And let's fill that arena up with these shirts. Let there be nothing but Rebel Heart t-shirts that night. I'm going to keep pushing this until September. That's right. That's when the show is in Athens, Georgia. You have plenty of time to get yourself a Rebel Heart shirt. And let's fill the arena up with these Rebel Hearts t-shirts. So that way, when she shows up and she comes out and she sees just an arena full of these shirts, she feels the support from the fans. And I've seen even WWE wrestlers wearing this shirt, which is awesome because it's more than the 3-letter brand. This is more than wrestling. This is something bigger. So this is great also for her that there's support from around the world, no matter the company. So again, go to shopaew.com, get yourself a Rebel Heart shirt. Hopefully they don't sell out. Tony Khan keeps pushing them out. And again, we can get the arena full of these t-shirts. So let's go to Redcon 1. That's right, Redcon 1. Dr. Love, DRLOVE, and get yourself 20% off of your MRE Light protein products. I love Redcon 1. It is my go-to for my MRE Light protein. I also love the energy drinks. That's right, there they are out there, the Jolt Cola. And they are big first responder and military supporters. So that's another reason why I love them as well. Click the link, use the promo code Dr. Love, and get yourself 20% off Redcon 1 MRE Light protein products. That's right, only for the MRE Light protein products. Try to use it for the energy drinks or anything else, it's not going to work. Just the MRE Light protein products. Also, Prince Nana Coffee. That's right. Whose house? It's Prince Nana's house. And in this house, we drink Prince Nana coffee. And I love my shop, my AEW coffee mug. I love that. You can get that on shopaew.com as well. But you click the affiliation link below in the YouTube description. Wow. And get yourself some Prince Nana coffee. I love the coffee. Plus, if you don't want the caffeine, but you want the energy, then go to iDrink.com. That's iDrink with the Q.com and get yourself some clean energy without the caffeine, all the other additives. That's right. Get yourself some iDrink with the Q today. And also in the link below, I'm affiliated with WWE Shop. Click the link. Get yourself some awesome WWE merch. You get this Roman Reigns shirt plus the new Bloodline merch. All the other new merch. They got some SummerSlam retro merch going on right now. Click the affiliation link below and get yourself some WWE merchandise. With that being said, speaking of WWE, we're going to go over SmackDown. That's right. SmackDown this past Friday was an awesome, and I mean awesome show. The Nick Aldis Gunther segment, that was amazing. Love that segment. I love that Nick Aldis is coming back in the ring. He's not a GM no more. If you don't know Nick Aldis and his in-ring work, go watch his TNA matches. In fact, TNA just posted up some of his old matches on their YouTube, so go to check that out. Also, go to NWA. That's right, that company right there, NWA. He was the NWA World Champion. And Gunther, no need to throw shade on the NWA World title. That title has so much prestige behind it. So many great wrestlers have held that World Championship. The man, the Nature Boy himself held that title. Yes, 9 times. And then you had many other great wrestlers hold that title. Harley Race, Dusty Rhodes, and the list goes on. But Nick Aldis also is on part of that list, and he was the NWA World Champion. And so was Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is also on that list. So this match right here, we're going to talk about it more here in the show. And Aged Car. Yes, we're going to talk about the Dominic and Danhausen. We'll talk about that, especially with the new stipulation that's been added. But yes, this Nick Aldis and Gunther match. This is honestly, this right there with the Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar match are the 2 matches I am most looking forward to this weekend. I mean, I'm interested in the world title and WWE title matches as well. Cody and Punk, and also the Roman Reigns and Seth match. I went blank there for a second. I don't know why. But yes, I also, I love, I'm more looking forward to the Oba and Brock Lesnar and also Nick Aldis and Gunther. I think Nick Aldis and Gunther is going to be a great wrestling match. I mean, old school wrestling. You're going to have you're going to have a blend of everything at SummerSlam. The hardcore with the Hell in a Cell matches, the Brawlers, Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar. Great technical wrestling between Nick Aldis and Gunther. You're going to have the hype matches with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, another great wrestling match. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, the story behind that. I mean, so much there's so much going on in the SummerSlam. You have the one-on-one match for the number one contenders, which, by the way, I don't know if anyone's seen Killer Cross's Instagram, but with Sami Zayn showing this dark side to him, he shared the photo of him backstage with Sami Zayn when he was trying to pull out that dark side on Instagram. Yeah, did y'all see that? Is my boy Killer Cross hinting something? Do we need to get the We Want Cross hashtag going again? Does WWE really want that? I'm just saying. So, yes, we had that go on backstage after the Gunther and Nick Aldis segment, which was great, by the way. Highly encourage you to go on the YouTube channel, WWE YouTube channel, and go check out that promo segment. That was great. Also, we had Sami Zayn demand another WWE Championship opportunity. He said he has felt this was a good promo as well. And I love how they blend. They kind of blend realism with the storyline. I love how they do that. The shoot and the story there. I love the shoot and the work. Sorry. I love how they do that there with Sami Zayn going all what he said, and even Grayson Waller last night at NXT. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But yes, this was a great segment backstage. Adam Pearce and Sami Zayn, and Adam Pearce said that he's going to get his match at SummerSlam for the number one contenders, and there will be a fatal four-way, and that was later on the main event, which is a great fatal four-way match. So that was that segment right there with Brie Bella defeat Laney Reed. That was a good one-on-one match. Nothing too fancy there. It was a quick match, but it was really good. And then the return of Nikki Bella. She is back, cleared to compete in in-ring action. And that's when we got the 6-woman tag team match of Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and Laney Reed, the women tag team champions, go up against the Bella Twins and Paige. So that was it's a good segment. I think it's going to be a good match. There's been a lot of people who've been throwing shade on it, but it's going to be a decent match. It's not going to be nothing's going to steal the show, but I think it's going to be a really good match. Chelsea Green defeated Kiana James to advance in the women's ladder match to declare an interim WWE Women's Champion. That's right, with Rhea Ripley being out due to her injury. She's still the WWE Women's Champion. There's been some mixed comments about that. I personally like the idea because because UFC does that. Their champion goes down and he is injured, or she, then they're not stripped of the title. They have another fight to declare an interim champion, and when that fighter is cleared to compete, then we have the interim champ versus the champion, which they would pretty much be the automatic number one contender because the interim champion, and they will face the actual champion who's cleared to return to fight in a fight to declare the actual champion. So I like that they do this. AEW has done it, so I like that they're doing this with the women's championship. There's been some mixed reviews on that, but I love how the combat sports feel with WWE is there, that they're keeping that, and they're doing that with this stipulation and with what they're doing. So when Rhea Ripley is cleared to compete, I would imagine probably around Survivor Series, that's when we'll see the match, which I'm hoping is Charlotte Flair. To have Charlotte versus Rhea for the WWE Women's Championship, and maybe Charlotte can win number 15 and be the WWE Women's Champion and be the 15-time Women's Champion, and they should be closer to her dad's record at 16, which technically it's legitimately 19, but So yeah, we had Chelsea Green win. She advances. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. The promo in this was great. The promo in this was awesome. I love the one-on-one promo with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, the back and forth, and some heel Cody showing here. Some heel Cody showing in this promo. Are we getting a Cody Rhodes heel turn at SummerSlam? There's been a lot of people thinking that. I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. I love Cody Rhodes. I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. If he remains a babyface and becomes a four-time WWE champion, then I would be okay with that. If you're not a Cody Rhodes fan, that's fine. Some people think he's vanilla, he's too bland, but he's being himself. He's being himself, and that's what I love about wrestlers who are themselves. They're not trying to portray something they're not. People are saying that, oh, he's trying to portray something he's not. How? Let me know how. But Cody Rhodes is being himself. CM Punk's being himself. I love the back and forth here, and the CM Punk throwing shade at Cody that he's Dusty's kid. Still living under that shadow there. So I love I love that right there as well. The heated segment there. That was a good segment between Cody and Punk. And I'm going to talk about something here in a minute because there's been a lot of things going online about SummerSlam, symbolizing with Cody Rhodes holding up. He held up the three. So let me I'll show that here in a minute. Let's get through SmackDown. We had Charlotte Flair also defeat Nia Jax by disqualification due to the interference of Jade Cargill and Mia Yim, or Michin, sorry, and B-Fab, and you had them get involved in this match. So Nia Jax again got screwed out of a match. So I love that right there. I didn't love that. I love that Charlotte Flair won, and she's going to go be in this match. She has a chance to win this match and become an interim WWE Women's Champion. And I love the storyline here. And I want to throw a shout out of Nia Jax. Her weight loss, it is great. Being overweight is unhealthy. So I love that she has lost her weight and she is doing better for herself. So I love it. With Nia Jax, so Charlotte Flair wins. Then you have Finn Balor win. I was hoping for Royce Keys here, really. But you had Finn Balor win the Fatal 4-Way with Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and Royce Keys. You also had the interference with Solo Sikoa and LA Knight and the Usos and Jacob Fatu. They were also attacking Royce Keys. But you have Finn Balor win with the coup de grace. And he wins, and he will now face Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, which is going to be a great one-on-one match in itself. And I'm hoping, this is one thing I do hope, Cody Rhodes does win at SummerSlam. He becomes 4-time WWE champion, even if he does turn heel. And then we get Cody versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins, and we have Finn Balor in the mix again. And it would be great because Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor would be something new, something fresh, especially for Cody. And we've seen Punk and Finn Balor before. So I would love if Finn Balor wins, and then we get Cody versus Balor for the WWE title. I think that would be awesome. But speaking of this Cody Rhodes, he held up the 3 here. And maybe people are wondering if this is going to be the return of The Rock. And Cody Rhodes is the Scorpion champion. He turns heel. And that's right, Steven. Lash is wrestling for the last spot. Last spot next Friday night on SmackDown against Julia. So great that you brought that up, Steven. Lash Legend and Julia will compete for the last spot this Friday night on SmackDown for the women's ladder match. But you have this. I've seen this going around on social media. The Rock and Cody Rhodes holding up that 3. Anytime we have this happen, we have The Rock being, is he going to return? There's there was even one about The Rock helping Seth Rollins win, and Seth Rollins becomes the Scorpion champion against Roman Reigns, and this will set up the Roman Reigns The Rock match at WrestleMania. There's been a lot of the rumors of The Rock as of late, and that's what the IWC does with stuff like this. And then when they get hyped and they put their expectations high for something they really want to see and it doesn't happen, and that's when they go and trash the show. They do this a lot with many wrestling shows, not just WWE. If The Rock returns, yes, I'd be excited. The final boss character is awesome. Would I want to see Cody Rhodes be that Scorpion champion? I don't think so. But if he turned heel and he sold his soul playing back to last year, then maybe it'll work. Maybe storyline will work. I don't know. But The Rock helping Seth Rollins. I mean, Seth Rollins has joined the Authority before, corporate with Triple H, so maybe it could work with that too, especially going up against the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. Maybe that'll play a factor here. Maybe it could fit in the storyline, but I don't know if I want to see that. I just don't know if I want to see that. I would like to have, I don't know. If The Rock's going to come back long term, sure, but not just for a cheap pop, just to get ticket sales or something like that. Which if he was going to return to spike ticket sales up, then it would have been announced already. So, but if he returns and actually has a legitimate role going into next year's WrestleMania, and I mean legitimate role, he's done with the movies for now, and we're going to get him all the way to Mania, I'm for it because I love The Rock. I do. I'm a big Rock fan. Love him sharing his stuff on social media and his encouragement and the videos. So I do. But if it's going to be a short-term thing just to get ticket sales going, et cetera, like it was for Elimination Chamber last year, that he just walked away, then I don't want to see it. And that's what led to sour taste in a lot of people's mouth with The Rock. They don't really actually hate The Rock. They just hate what happened. So let's not throwing out these fantasy booking expectations. Let's just watch and enjoy and be surprised. If it happens, great. I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to fall out of my seat, and I'm going to go and go berserk. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm still going to join the show, and I think SummerSlam is still going to be a fantastic show. It has been a while, or a mile. What's up, Arrow? Thank you for joining. And go shout out to my boy Callum Cody Rhodes, my number one. Go follow him on X, Twitter. Big Cody Rhodes fan, as myself. Love it. And thank you for the compliment of the intros. So AAA this past weekend, it was a great show. Rey Mysterio came out and opened the show to announce that the AAA Latin American Championship was going to be vacant due to Vikingo's injury, which that's unfortunate. And then he also announced the return of Penta to AAA. So this is a really good segment here. Omos and Darian Roldan. Hopefully I said it right. Probably I didn't. Roldan. Anyway, they came out, and then you had a little face-to-face with Omos and Rey Mysterio there, which, you know, Rey Mysterio's no stranger to giants. He's faced many giants in his career. Great Khali, Big Show, and many others. So Omos is no different. Yeah, I think he's even faced Omos before as well. That was a really good segment there. AAA has been on fire. If you haven't seen AAA on Saturday nights, free on YouTube. Again, free, capital FREE, free on YouTube. And you can go check out the WWE YouTube channel or the AAA YouTube channel. And then we have new mixed tag team champions. You have Hydra, and Laredo Kid defeat Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana to become the new AAA World Mixed Tag Team Champions. So you have there were new Mixed Tag Team Champions here, which Laredo Kid helped train La Hydra. Hopefully I said that right. So you have that. Also, you have Rey Mysterio, announced that Rey Fenix will defend his AAA World Cruiserweight Championship against Mini Vikingo during Week 2, which is this coming Saturday of Verano de Escalado. Probably said it wrong. But so you had that. Then in the main event, you had Les Perez, Damal, Daga, and Angel defeat El Grande Americano and Dominic due to Dirty Dom. Of course, Dirty Dom turning on El Grande, and he joined with Omos, and now Omos is in his corner in AAA. Again, AAA has been a great show. I can't wait for the World Cruiserweight Championship match this Saturday with Mini Vikingo. If you're not watching, I highly encourage you to do so. AAA has been really great, and we're going to have a great week this week in Week 2 of Verano de Escalada. Again, hopefully I said that right. But yeah, so this is going to be great coming up. Watch this Saturday. We're getting closer to Triple Mania. So let's, tune in to AAA every Saturday night. Again, it's free on YouTube. Yes. I love the group. Los Perros Dama. Love it. And they even showed up in NXT last night. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But love the group. Got the shirt. Love it. And I can't wait to see more of it. And if we can get some more factions in AAA, maybe they can get a AAA Trios Championships. And then AEW Redemption. Again, I gave this a 9 out of 10. I thought this was really great. Really great show, in my opinion. Speedball Mike Bailey winning the ladder match to become the new number one contender for the AEW International Championship, which they also announced at the Scrum. That is going to be at Grand Slam Mexico in August, next Wednesday, actually, August 5th. So be ready for that. You had the Young Bucks. They defeated John Moxley and Will Ospreay, the Death Riders, after Will Ospreay and John Moxley had a disagreement. John Moxley was wanting to beat down on Will Ospreay, and I love the storyline in this match. This was a lot of storyline in this match, and I loved it. So the Young Bucks win here. Yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Bandito, which was my favorite match of the night. That was a great one-on-one match between Kyle Fletcher and Bandito. Kyle Fletcher wins and still your AEW International Champion. Again, that was my favorite match of the night. Those two tore the house down. They stole the show to me. Loved the match. Loved the near falls. Loved it. So it was great. And that's one thing I want to emphasize here. A lot of people want to say false finish. It's near falls. 1, 2, kick out. 1, 2, kick out. Near falls. It's not false finish. It's near falls. Just saying. But then you had the Dogs defeat the Bang Bang Gang in a double chain match. That was a really good match there as well. Pretty fun. You had Moxley confront Ospreay backstage about the disagreement and warning Ospreay that over his hesitation against the Young Bucks, warning him that if Ospreay would not pull the trigger, that he would, and pulling the trigger on Kenny Omega, which we saw later in the night. Maya World defeated Hikaru Shida with and to become the new TBS champion, which I thought that was great. Great moment for her. Great moment for Maya World. Loved it. Glad she's the new TBS champion. She's defending the title tonight against Persephone. So I love it, love it, love it. And then you also had Adam Cole and Christian Cage defeat Pac and Claudio Castagnoli to retain the AEW tag team titles. And out come the Young Bucks to confront Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. We're getting the match at All In for the World Tag Team titles. And they're going to have a little interview tonight with Renee. The Painmaker Chris Jericho defeated Tommaso Ciampa, which I loved the entrance of Painmaker Chris Jericho. And I love this match. This match was a really good one-on-one brawl, chaos, everything. I love blood in my matches. I love blood in my matches. So this was an awesome match. I expected some surprises, maybe some surprises here due to it being a no DQ, but it wasn't. Just them one-on-one, having fun, and I love the match. Andrade defeated Mark Davis, which is unfortunate for Mark Davis because I really loved him as the AEW National Champion. Really love Mark Davis. I've become a big fan of his, especially when he won the national championship. He's been a great AEW national champion. Maybe he can go be a TNT champion or international champion. But Mark Davis has been doing really great. Maybe he can win the tag team titles with Doyle, then get back in that tag team title mix. But I really love this right here. Maybe even Brian Cage and Doyle and Davis can win the trios titles. There's that too. They would be a deadly trio. But yeah, he won the match. This was a really good match here. I love this match, this one-on-one match between Andrade and Mark Davis. And I'm really happy for Andrade becoming the national champion, and he's going to defend that title, and he's defending it tonight, actually, in a three-way match. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Willow Nightingale defeated Tekla to become the AEW Women's World Champion, the first Women's World title in her career, and she is also a Triple Crown champion now, winning the Women's World title and the TBS Championship and the tag team titles with Harley Cameron. Kenny Omega defeated Kevin Knight and retained the AEW World Championship. And this match was predictable, but this match was an amazing one-on-one match. I love this match. And after the match, you had the Death Riders come out, attack Kenny, and Will Ospreay comes to Kenny's defense. And John Moxley comes out. He even pulls up the bag that they used on Bryan Danielson. Yeah, love that little throwback there. And he was giving it to Ospreay to, pull the trigger, so to speak. Ospreay tore the bag up, wasn't going to do it. And that's when the Death Riders turned on him. They fought out the Death Riders. Young Bucks came out as well. And then at the end, when Ospreay hands the world championship back to Omega. Omega hits the one-winged angel on Ospreay and stands tall, and Young Bucks look confused. They're like, what the heck? Now, a lot of people are thinking this is a heel turn. I don't think it's a heel turn. I think it was just Omega sending a message that, hey, if you try to screw me over, this is what's going to happen. I don't think this was a heel turn at all. I think this was just a, hey, Ospreay, this is what's going to happen at All In. There are now opponents. They're not friends anymore. They're opponents. So people are thinking this is a heel turn to Omega. I don't think so. I mean, we'll find out tonight. If it is, it is. But I honestly don't think it's a Omega turning heel. I just think it's him basically sending the message, as of a lot of people do, for their matches. So that was a great redemption. Again, 9 out of 10. Again, acknowledge him. He's in the house. Jake, the OTC. What's up, Jake? How you doing? Thank you for coming in the show. Y'all go follow Jake on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel. Appreciate you, Jake, coming in. This is your all-in card so far, and they had actually sold more tickets. I think they were at 32,000, if I'm not mistaken. And this is what we have so far, these 3 matches. The tickets went up when we had the Omega and Ospreay match announced, and now they've gone up again with the Cage and Cope and Young Bucks match. We got the Will Nightingale and Mercedes Moné match, and a lot of people have complained about the Will Nightingale and Mercedes Moné match being set. It should have been Tekla, blah blah blah. But why would you do that and have 2 heels go at it at All in London? Yes, we have the 2 baby faces. We could have the 2 heels, but Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Moné is the story there. A lot of y'all have asked for story in AEW. Well, now you're getting it. You're getting it with Will Ospreay and Omega, and you're also getting Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné. They go back 2 years ago when Moné won the TBS Championship from Willow Nightingale, and to go on the long title reign with the TBS Championship. And then Willow Nightingale ended that reign last year on Dynamite, on the final Dynamite of the year, and ended the reign, and then Moné went out for a while, and now she's back, and now we got this match again. So for Moné to win the TBS Championship the first time, now she's going to go up against Will Nightingale for the AEW Women's World Championship. Mercedes Moné might not even win. Maybe she has some kind of crash out. Maybe there's some outside interference or some kind of distraction. Maybe even Athena gets involved and distracts her and turns on her. Maybe we have something like that. But if she does win, then okay, cool. The story's here, and I think her and Nightingale are going to tell a great story also with Ospreay and Omega. So this is the All-In London card so far, and I'm hyped for it. I think it's going to be a great card. Tonight's Dynamite, as I mentioned, we'll hear from the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, and we'll hear about his thoughts about turning on Will Ospreay, and we'll see if he's turning heel or he's not turning heel. Will Nightingale Women's World Title Celebration, which I'd imagine get crashed by Mercedes Moné. We also have the AEW World Trios titles, the collaboration, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong putting the titles on the line against the Demand, and I'm imagining the Demand is going to win. And they're going to become the new AEW World Trios champions. I've been saying this for a while. They should be, and I think tonight's the night. So maybe we'll see it. The TBS title is on the line, as I mentioned before. Maya World will face Persephone for the TBS Championship. Persephone is also the CMLL Women's World Champion, so go check her out on the CMLL as well. We have the 3-way match for the AEW National Championship. And you're like, why? Why this match? Well, why not? Because we got Nick Wayne, Andrade, and Jack Perry going in a 3-way match for the AEW National title. This match is going to be awesome, and I'd expect to steal the show. So can't wait. We also had the interview with the Young Bucks and Christian Cage and Adam Copeland for the World Tag Team title match they have coming up at All In London. And I'm sure there'll be more to be announced. This was announced so far. So this is what we got. But I love it. I love it. Can't wait for tonight. Love the title matches. And we'll see what happens tonight. And also even we'll see if, they're in Detroit. Maybe we see the Motor City Machine Guns tonight. But again, if we don't, it'll still be a great show, I think. Also, like I said before, the AEW Rebel Heart Dynamite is going to be in Athens, Georgia, September 9th. That's going to be 4 days before my birthday. Yep, September 13th, my birthday. So this is going to be an emotional show, but it's going to be a good show. So I hope everyone tunes in. And again, fill that arena up with the Rebel Heart shirt. You can go to shopaew.com get the shirt. Let's fill that arena up with this shirt, and there'll be nothing but Rebel Heart t-shirts and the bracelets. So let's get this going for Dynamite September 9th in Athens, Georgia. Let's do it. Let's fill it up with those Rebel Heart shirts. Monday Night Raw. That's right. We're going to have this was a really great show, in my opinion. I really loved the Brock and Oba segment. I really did. And Oba Femi is in great shape. I mean, he really trimmed down. He toned up a lot. He had that six-pack showing. He's now 302 pounds. And I hope that muscle shirt goes on sale. I would love to get that Oba Femi muscle shirt right there. But yeah, you had this great segment right here, them flipping each other off right there at the cage. Brock Lesnar locked up the cage, and Oba Femi was not happy about that. You had this go on. I loved it. Yeah, Braun Breaker and Austin Theory defeat Otis and Tozawa, and after that, Breaker hit the spear on Tozawa, poor Tozawa. And you had a vicious, and then the Vision attacked Otis with the chair at the end. So we had that go on. But I really loved the Oba and Brock Lesnar segment. It was really good. Javon Evans defeated Rusev. This was a really good match as well. Loved this match. And a lot of people really hated this segment here with Joe Hendry, Danhausen. I thought it was fun. It wasn't like, I got to see it again, but I just thought it was fun and funny. So I thought, it wasn't that terrible. Just saying, it wasn't that terrible. Ethan Page defeated Rey Mysterio. That was a shocking win there. I thought Rey Mysterio was going to win. And then you had the Usos come out and address LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo Sikoa. And I love Solo Sikoa here. Solo Sikoa is really doing great as a solo, not in a group, even though he's in a six-man tag team match. But, man, the promo he did Monday night and the promos he's been doing as of late, I love it. And I'm loving this Solo Sikoa, the momentum he's going with his baby face. I love Solo. It was just him with the MFT group and everything. It wasn't, I guess, that great in my opinion. They tried, but it seemed like they was trying to push him as another like Roman Reigns tribal chief. And and that's what I got from it. And then when they went away from that, now they're doing what they're doing now. I love it. And then you keep it going. I love the turtlenecks too. The Rock throwback turtlenecks he's been wearing. The suits have been great too. So I love this Solo Sikoa, and I can't wait to see this match also at SummerSlam. It's going to be a good match. Raquel Rodriguez is your new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. She defeated Soroka, and I really love this for Raquel Rodriguez, her first singles title on the main roster. She got bloodied up in the middle of the match due to what they suspect is a broken nose or maybe fractured. I won't say it was fractured, but she toughed it out and continued the match, and we have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion, so I really love this here for Raquel Rodriguez. Can't wait till she wins the world title or the WWE Women's title. I've been wanting a singles title for Raquel for a long time because I think she's great. I really loved her in NXT when she was the NXT Women's Champion. So I love this new Raquel that she's been doing lately, and I love that she's the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins segment to close the show was really awesome. Really loved it. And the story build for this match, I love it as well. I love the new Bloodline shirt on top of that they got. Can't wait to get it. And if you want to, click that affiliation link below in the YouTube description. But yes, they had this confrontation here. Then it broke out to a brawl. But I really love this. And the line there that Seth Rollins said that he is between them two, he is the greatest professional wrestler. I don't know. I'd have to argue that. I think Roman Reigns has definitely earned his right to be a really great professional wrestler himself, especially that match at WrestleMania with Punk. Roman Reigns has had many great wrestling matches, in my opinion. So that was a strong statement there by Seth Rollins, but I had to respectfully disagree with the visionary because Roman Reigns, in my opinion, is a great wrestler. But this match is going to be great at the, SummerSlam. Seth Rollins hit the stomp on Roman when Roman tried to run in with the chair. I love that the chair. This should have been a chair match. since it's been around the chair. We should have had this as a chair match. But he tried to slide into the ring with the chair, and when he did, Rollins saw his moment, took it, hit him with the stomp, and then that was it. A great Raw, great ending there. Loved it, enjoyed it. I can't wait for SummerSlam this week. And now we have NXT last night. Grayson Waller, my goodness, that promo in the beginning, the pipe bomb that Grayson Waller hit there, talking about that one line about Cruz Montana, now formerly known as Mike Santana at TNA, him being the TNA World Champion, and in the face of that company is like being the face of the YMCA. Oh man, that line there. Then him taking shots at Austin Theory that he carried him, and that he put a mic in his hand. He still can't cut a promo. And then him just calling out the men's roster, calling it soft, and that the women's roster in NXT had been running circles around the men's roster, which, hey, I can't argue that. I mean, I love the men wrestlers in NXT. They a lot of favorites in there. But, man, my match of the night last night was Lizzie Rain and Izzy Dame. I mean, they had a great women's match. Great one-on-one match there. And then the women's roster in NXT, my gosh, they've been great. The storylines, the feuds, the matches. I mean, it's just been outshining the man. I can't argue with that. Grayson Waller has a valid point. But, man, this pipe bomb promo last night, then his mic gets cut off, and he's still going on in the camera. It's still not ending. But, yeah, I love this promo last night. Grayson Waller just went out there and just said it from his chest. And, man, this was awesome. I love this promo by Grayson Waller. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great promo. And if I highly encourage you to go back on YouTube and you're watching it and checking this promo out, because, again, this is great. I loved it. Great one-on-one match as well with Izzy, Dame, and Lizzie Rain. Lizzie Rain won and defeated Izzy Dame. Miles Bourne and Kim Hendricks had a good one-on-one match as well. That was a good one-on-one match. And after the match, you had Mason Rook come out and go after Kim Hendricks. Yeah, he said he was going to go after him, and he did. He waited till at least the match was over, had some respect for Miles there, and he went and attacked Kim Hendricks. I imagine next week or coming up soon would have Kim Hendricks versus Mason Rook. He's big, he's bad, but he won't body saying this dad. Just kidding. But yeah, I love that. I love Mason Rook, and this is going to be a great feud with him and Kim Hendricks. Also, he had the Vandy Project come out, and we're going to have Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights go for the NXT tag team titles, because that was part of the stipulation. If Miles Bourne wins, him and Tavion Heights get a tag team title opportunity against Vandy Project, but they fought him off and stood tall. So we'll see what happens next week if they win the tag team titles. And even Miles Bourne become 2-belt Bourne. That's right. We also had the Birthright defeat OTM. But only due to some distraction from Perez Del Mal. Humberto and Angel came out from Perez Del Mal, and they came out, distracted Bronco, which Birthright sees that the opportunity on the distraction and pinned Lucien. And then at the end of that, there you had them standing on one side, Lucien on the other, and pretty much Bronco has to make a decision. Whose side is he on? So I love this interaction here, and maybe and we'll get some Worlds Collide with AAA and NXT. So I love this interaction here. I really do. Shiloh Hill defeated Tristan Angels. I'm really liking Tristan Angels, by the way. Tristan Angels is really good. I would say he's like a Ric Flair and William Regal mix. I mean, just the blonde hair and the robe, and it just his style and attitude. I mean, he's just kind of a mixture. I mean, Tristan Angels is doing great. So I'm a really big fan of his, and he's growing more on me. And I hope we get some merchandise on WWEshop.com. So I'd really love to. I would purchase it. But it was really great to see this match. Shiloh Hill wins. Awesome one-on-one match. And again, I'm a big fan of Tristan Angels. And then at the end, you had the new Cruz Montana. A lot of people have been making a big deal about this name here. Too big of a deal. They're like being over dramatic on social media. Oh my gosh, he changed his name. I can't believe he changed his name. Why does he not make Santana anymore? Blah, blah, blah. What does it matter? What does it matter? It's Cruz Montana. It sounds like Mike Santana anyway, but it's Cruz Montana. And if you go on his X here, he talks about it. Cruz Montana, a name I put together as a tribute to honor my late father. Just like Blake Monroe, she changed her name to in honor of someone special to her, who I've always made sure to keep as close as possible to my journey. Losing him 6 years ago is what sent me to the spiral, on the spiral that I'd eventually rise from, to become the man you see today. And today, that man addicted to greatness. Here's to the next chapter. Let's get it. So you had Cruz Montana come out, Mike Santana, however you want to call it. And he's talking about how people have said that he will never be a star. He's hit a ceiling with the tag team. And we know who he's talking about there. That was with AEW, Tony Khan, and Tony Khan fumbled with this one because he missed an opportunity with a star with Mike Santana, Cruz Montana. Sorry, Cruz Montana. And the theme is cool too. Love the new theme he's got. So it's just Cruz Montana is going to be great in NXT. And yeah, Tony D'Angelo come out. Cruz Montana says he's going to go after that NXT title. And I love how he called out Grayson Waller. I love it. He said, meet me at the YMCA. I thought that part there. I love that mic drop there. So Tony D'Angelo comes out. They have a face-to-face and then Cruz Montana. And then Grayson Waller gets in the mix. So the NXT title picture, I love it. The Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana, and Tony D'Angelo. I love it. I do. This is going to be great. But these three going feuding over this title, I'm interested. And NXT was a great show last night. 10 out of 10 from me. That's right. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Great show. Loved it. From start to finish, it was on fire. Now, I'd imagine the ratings go up, which, by the way, the ratings last week almost hit 700K. It was like 690 something. So the ratings of NXT going up, AEW's ratings going up, and let's not forget to mention that also that the TNA ratings are going up, brother. That's right, 307,000 plus views, the highest views they've had under the AMC era. And it's for False Finish. Go follow them on X. Go follow them on all the socials. False Finish is really great. Love them. In the article work, also Corey, Tim, everyone there. Love False Finish. But yes, 307,000 plus viewers, man. This is awesome for TNA. The ratings have gone up, and a lot of people were joking, mocking, and everything about TNA when they dropped to, I think it was 170-something thousand views, which sucks. And a lot of people they really pay too much attention to the views and the ticket sales and etc. They always want to. It doesn't matter if the show's good to you. I could care less if there's 5 people or 50,000 people in the crowd. If I find the show good, I'm going to watch the show. Because that's what I'm watching. I'm watching the wrestling show. I care less if there's a packed crowd or not. Which, if there is, it's even better. I don't disagree, but I'm still going to watch the show. I've been to many independent shows with about 15 to 30 people in the crowd. Did it affect how I loved or not loved the show? No, I still loved and enjoyed the show. It was great wrestling. I don't see anybody taking shots of all these independent shows. Oh, they only have 10 people in the crowd. Oh, they only have 15 people in the crowd. No, they just don't. They ride the 3 letters and then they want to poke at the other 3 letters and make it out some kind of flex because their ratings dropped just a little bit, or their ticket or the attendance dropped, just like they're doing for SummerSlam this weekend. They still got 20,000+ each night. I would imagine if they had it on a one-night show, it would be 40,000 plus in attendance. So with the 2-night deal with WWE, I think this what kind of hurts the ticket sales because now you're picking which night you want to go to if it's too expensive for you. But still, it's still going to be a great show. SummerSlam this weekend is still going to be awesome. They're talking about AEW All in London. Oh, there are only 30,000 tickets. So what? It's still going to be a great show. We got the Will Ospreay Omega match for the world title. We have Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné for the women's world title. And now we got Young Bucks and Cope and Cage for the tag team titles. I'm sure many more surprises will happen. I'm sure we'll even have that Casino Battle Royale happen, and we'll see some surprises there. I mean, All in London is going to be great. SummerSlam is going to be great. Who cares if the tickets don't sell which if they sell out the tickets that they put up there, like I think it was 39,000 something for AEW All in London. If they sell that or over that, yeah, it's technically a sellout. Same thing for SummerSlam this weekend. They sell out however many tickets they plan on selling, and it sells those out, and they got to have more. Yeah, it was a sellout. But man, this is great for TNA. 307,000 viewers. Check out tomorrow night's show. Now, there was someone pointed out that some of these matches will be taped for the next following weeks, but still check out tomorrow night's show because you had the TNA World Title is on the line with Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy. I'm hoping Jeff Hardy wins. No disrespect to Nick Nemeth. I love Nick Nemeth, but man, I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan, and I hope he wins. We even have the Knockouts title on the line. The Elegance brand, Heather and then by Elegance taking on Allie and Demon Bunny. Sorry, Demon Bunny. Yeah, Mustafa Ali putting the TNA International Championship on the line against Jason Hodge because Jason Hodge won the votes, the international vote last week, and he's challenging for that title. You also have Matt Hardy face Ryan Nemeth. So you have Jeff facing his brother Nick, and then Matt facing his brother Ryan. So it's going to be a great match. The Knockouts Television Tournament, that is also on, going to be on tomorrow night. You have Thea Hale and Indy Hartwell in one match, and you also have Jada Stone and Jody Threat in the other match. So we got these quarterfinal matches on tomorrow as well. And then you also have the tag team match, non-tag team title match. That's not tag team champion. Sorry, you have the tag team champions. Tag team match. Goodness gracious. I'm on the tag team titles, which I would love. Leon Slater and Ricky Sosa eventually win the TNA World Tag Team titles. But you got them going up against Cedric Alexander and Eddie Edwards of the System. So awesome show going on tomorrow night on TNA. So watch it. Tune in. It's going to be great. I know Collision's on tomorrow as well. But hey, if you can have the best of both worlds and watch both and do it, Collision will be on first, follow kind of running into the first hour of TNA. But, man, TNA is going to be a great show tomorrow. I'm going to be tuning into TNA. I love TNA wrestling, and this is great for them, and their viewership's going up. I love it. Doug, what's going on? Going back to, he said, poor Lucien Price. He was destroying in that match and wound up taking the pin. Yeah, but I think Lucien, he's going to be a good single star if Bronco departs from him. But, man, I don't want to see OTM depart. I love them. They're a great tag team. They really are. So I love this. Again, watch TNA tomorrow night. Tune in. Watch TNA. It's going to be a great show. The G1 Climax Tournament. This is what we got so far. Yes, I made this online, but this was my edit. But you have the tournament. Look at this here. You have Konosuke Takeshita with 8 points. Yoda Tsuzuki with 6 points. Owa, I think he said his name. You can help me out here. He's at 6 points. Yoda Ice, 4 points. Oh, Bolt Lanoga, 6 points. Yoda Ice, 4 points. Shingo Takagi, 4 points. Hiroki Goto, 4 points. You have Great O'Khan, 4 points. Sonata, 4 points. Jake Lee, 4 points. So Block A is really, really tight. Block A is really, really tight. B block, it's pretty tight too, especially for the first place. You have three-way for first place. Drew Maloney with 8 points. Gabe Kidd with 8 points. Hanero with 8 points. Callum Newman right there behind with 6 points. That's my guy. That's my pick, so I'm hoping he bounces up. Oscar, 6 points. Aaron Wolf, 4 points. Ren with 4 points. Yua with 4 points. Zack Sabre Jr. with 2 points, unfortunately. Zack Sabre Jr. is really awesome, which, again, go check out his and Callum Newman's match. And Shota Umino suffered a concussion, and he is out, so he has 0 points. He's out of the tournament, though, because of his concussion, unfortunately. So hoping and praying for a recovery for, but this is the G1 New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax Tournament. It's going great. Missed the past couple of shows, but I saw some of the highlights. I've been watching a few of the shows and their matches since it started. I missed past couple of shows, but please go watch this tournament. It is great. A lot of great wrestling matches going on, and I love it. I love it. Moving on to SummerSlam this weekend. Saturday show, they confirmed the matches for both nights. You have Saturday night, you're going to have the 6-woman tag team match with Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Laney Reed, and Fallon Henley going up against the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie Bella. and paid. So this was going on at SummerSlam. You have another six-man tag team match. So we have two six-man woman tag team matches going on. You'll have Royce Keys, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa going up against the Bloodline, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu, which I'm putting it out there. What do y'all think? Y'all think Solo going to turn here? You think he's going to turn on LA Knight, Royce Keys, and going to join the Bloodline? I'm curious. You think so? I just had this thought today. I'm like, man, how interesting would it be if Solo turned and he joined the Bloodline? Just saying. You have the women's world title on the line, Io Sky and Liv Morgan. You have the one-on-one match between Gunther and Nick Aldis. That match is going to be great. I love it. I think I might even steal the show. And then you have Brock and Oba in the Hell in a Cell match. And then you have the WWE Championship, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. So this is Saturdays. My predictions here, I think the Bellas and Paige are going to win. I think the Bloodline going to win the six-man tag team match. I really do. Maybe a surprise from Zillify, too. There's been a lot of talk about him going around. And he said he signed with WWE. He's not going to sign with anyone else. His dreams be WWE. So I think, who knows, he might even show up in this match. But I think the Bloodline is going to win this six-man tag team match. I think Io Sky is going to win the Women's World Championship match. Gunther and Nick Aldis, that's going to be a tough one. But I think Nick Aldis is going to win. I'm going with Nick Aldis in this one. Brock versus Oba. I'm going with Oba Femi, Hell in a Cell. I think Oba's going to win, go over. And the WWE Championship match, I got my boy, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Easy to find, hard to beat. But I think Cody Rhodes is going to win the WWE title and be a four-time WWE champion. Those are my predictions. Let me know your predictions for Saturday night. Sunday night, we have the WWE Championship #1 contender match, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. We had the United States Championship match, which was announced last Friday night on SmackDown after the show went off air. Baron Corbin is back, and he's going to have his first match back in WWE against Trick Williams for the United States Championship. You had the Human Moonies match on a pole with Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. And going back to who said it? Going back to H-Car, do you think anyone will interfere in this match? I think so. I think we might have some interference. And this Saturday night, I don't know. I think we'll have some interference. I think we will. I don't think it'll be from the AAA group, though. I don't think it'll be from Omos. I think it'll be from Judgment Day, if any. But I honestly think Danhausen's still going to win this match. He's going to win and defeat Dominic. So, yeah. Then you have Intercontinental title match, Penta versus Chad Gable. I think Chad Gable is winning here and getting that hometown win. Yeah, the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. That's going to be a great match. Ladder match right here. And we'll find out if it'll be Julia or Lash Legend in this match. The other participants are Jade Cargill. You have Tiffany Stratton. You have Charlotte Flair. And you also have Chelsea Green. The final participant will be, we'll find out on Friday with Julia and Lash Legend. I think Julia is going to win. She'll be the last one inserted. And I'm really hoping for Charlotte Flair to win this. I really am. Because we have Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE title. I think it'd be awesome. But, so that's my prediction. I got Charlotte Flair in that one. And then the World Heavyweight Championship match, going with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. That's my guy. Love you, Seth. But you ain't coming over, my Tribal Chief. So those are my picks. Finn Balor winning the #1 contenders match. Baron Corbin, I think he'll win, become the new United States champion. Danhausen's going to defeat Dominic. I got Chad Gable over Penta. I got Charlotte Flair winning the ladder match, and I got Roman Reigns retaining the World Heavyweight title. Will we see? Well, let me know your predictions, and will we see any surprises for either night? And like I said at the beginning of the show, you have New Day, Xavier Woods, now known as Austin Creed, and Kofi Kingston. I think he's just Kofi now. They released this video, which if you haven't seen it, go on the Instagram. It's an interesting video. But man, it showed them chained up in the stall with the unicorns, and they broke free in the circus. It was the circus. And they kept pulling. They broke free. When they broke free, they're running out of the circus, and then they look at this broken horn unicorn here, which if I let me enlarge it. You see a broken horn unicorn right there? That represented Big E. And man, that was the emotional part. And they look back at him with concern, like, oh man, we're leaving our boy behind. But he gives the broken unicorn, it gives them the nod, and they turn and keep running. And they're free. They're free of they're free of WWE. And then towards the end, it shows them walking away, not as unicorns in their human form, and apparently broke off the unicorns and left them behind. So they're not going to be the unicorns anymore. It's not going to be a part of their thing anymore. So we'll see what happens next. But this was a really good video, emotional video. And then we'll see if Big E remains at WWE or he leaves and goes with his friends. I mean, honestly, I told this with my guys, Dynamite Download, which go give them a sub and check out their review tomorrow night of Dynamite, or this week of Dynamite. I think it's tomorrow night, though. But I told them in our little text group that we got, it'd be great for Big E to go to AEW. He'd be on commentary. I think Big E would do great on commentary. I mean, I like Big E, what he's doing now with these pre-shows. But if Big E could join AEW and the New Day, and you have Xavier Woods as well, Kofi Kingston, Big E's in-ring work is done. Maybe he will come back in ring action because of Bryan Danielson has done it. Adam Copeland's done it. So maybe he will return. He can return too from that neck injury. Maybe not. If he does it, then he does it. I respect him, and I believe he will. Honestly, believe he will do great as commentary. He would be even a great general manager. I would like for Nick Aldis just to go full time in ring, and he could maybe even be SmackDown general manager. Do something in WWE. But this was a great video here. Love the video they put together. Again, go watch it on their Instagram. You can watch it on Austin Creed's X. I haven't seen it on Kofi's X yet, but you can go check it out on Instagram. But great video, emotional video. I loved it. Let's see. Doug says, what if Zilla shows up and helps Solo and doesn't join the Bloodline? That'd be interesting. Doug. I would love it. I hope the last participant is Julian. Oh, and she wins. Not bad. Going to WWE Unreal. These are my thoughts. And I agree with Bully Ray. And I'll go with Bully Ray here in a minute. He said it on Busted Open last Friday. In fact, let's go to his quote real quick. Not only has WWE pulled back the curtain, they ripped the whole curtain down and are welcoming people backstage with Unreal. Unreal to me is nothing more but Twinkies and Pepsi. It's instant gratification, but in the long run, it didn't do any good for you. It did you any good, which it doesn't. There's nothing nutritional or anything about Twinkies and Pepsi. It's just instant gratification. And I have said from day one, I don't believe in the long term. Will do the WWE. I don't believe Unreal in the long term will do WWE any good. We are exposing more and more every day. On social media, recently, Cody Rhodes was talking about how loud John Cena calls the spots in the ring. Oh, I know what I've heard for years with John, but now we have to put a spotlight on it because we are so open. We want to put it all out there so everybody can know everything. Come on. What the F happened to this business? We're giving everything away. There is no magic or beauty in the magic. Non-wrestling fans are never going to support the product the way a diehard wrestling fan does, that's a fact. I don't care what anybody tells me. Exposing the business will do more harm than good, which he is right. That's what Bully Ray said on Bustin' Open last Friday. And I'm going to follow that. When you go to a magic show and you see all the tricks, all right? I went to one for my honeymoon with my wife. We went to Branson, Missouri, and there was a magic show going on there. I think it was Angel, I think his name was. No, it wasn't Angel. I can't remember his name, but it was really cool. And I even got to be a part of the act. He did the head chopping thing off, which I'm not going to tell how he did. Just letting you know. Yes, I risked my life to be a part of the act. But anyhow, watching the rest of the show, he pulled a freaking helicopter out of nowhere. on the stage. Freaking helicopter. I didn't go up to the stage like, oh, can you reveal how you did that? I didn't go up to the stage and ask how he pulled a bunny out of a hat. I didn't go up to the stage, which he actually didn't do that. I didn't go up to the stage and ask how he pulled an Oreo out of a playing card. Yes, he did that. How? I don't know. But he did. And I'll just do that again. I didn't ask. He didn't pull back the curtain and show me what how he did the trick. That's professional wrestling. That's the art of professional wrestling. You get so locked in and so invested into the stories, into the matches. You believe in it. When I go on, I'm going to go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not going to ask how they had him shoot webs out of his wrist. I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to go and watch that. I never really watched behind the scenes either. When I watched Star Wars and how they used the Force and how they did the lightsaber scenes and all that, I'm not going like, oh, how did they do all that? But you can watch behind the scenes. Some people get a rise out of that. I don't. I watch and enjoy the magic and enjoy the show, just like I do with professional wrestling. I get invested. Imagine if that's why Undertaker protected his character for so long. He didn't go on social media, didn't have a podcast like all these other people until now, once he officially retired. But he protected the Undertaker character. He went everywhere in all black. He went everywhere. He became the Undertaker character. You literally thought this man was a devil worshiper, especially back in the Attitude Era. They sold it. They sold the character. They sold it. Got you invested where you didn't even talk about if this was real or not. Kane as well. We really believe Kane and Undertaker were brothers for so many years. Or at least I did, because I had fun with it. Growing up as a kid, I literally thought Undertaker and Kane were brothers. I didn't ask if they were or not. And this is what Unreal's doing. It is hurting the business. So many wrestlers were pissed off when the Clique, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Steve Nash, and God rest his soul, Scott Hall, broke character at a live show before Hall and Nash left for WCW. So many wrestlers were so pissed off that they broke kayfabe. It's not protected anymore. The curtain was slightly pulled back then. It was slightly pulled back. And then now with Unreal, it is just torn down, ripped to shreds, lit on fire, stomped on, and here you go. None of this we do in the ring is real. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are best buds behind cameras. But when they're on TV, though, they're hated rivals. And this, and that, and the other. That is not protecting kayfabe or the business. We can't never have a character like Undertaker anymore. That's why the Uncle Howdy and the team didn't work, because they are ruining the magic. They're ruining the selling, as the old term says, selling in the ring. They used to fight. They used to sell the fight. When I go back and watch old NWA matches, they sold the punches, they sold the kicks. They didn't do this, whatever the crap they do anymore. They literally hit like this, like you would really hit someone in real life. I'm sorry, but if you go on a fight doing this, I don't think you're going to win. Try doing that in the UFC ring. You're probably you're going to get laughed at first, and then you're going to get knocked out. We got to protect kayfabe, and they got to do better. And just because I'm criticizing this, it doesn't mean I hate WWE. When I watch WWE, I love it, and I get lost in it, and I enjoy the show. But when I see this, there's some things about Unreal I like, There's some things about Unreal I like. Not all of it is terrible. I'm just starting on season 3 now. But when you pull back, like tear the curtain down, like Bully Ray said, it ruins the magic. Just go out there and sell the wrestling show. Go out there and sell me a rivalry. Go out there and sell me a match. Go out there and make the titles meaningful, not just props. Make it meaningful. That's what I love about AEW and New Japan. They make these titles meaningful as far as tournaments and the sport of it, fighting over that. I want to be world champion. And at WWE, they do that to a certain extent. I'm not saying they don't. I mean, you got Seth Rollins wanting to be world champion again. You get Cody Rhodes winning that WWE title back, and so on. You got Royce Keys saying he wants to be world champion. So the hunger is there, but we got to sell it on the camera. I want to see it on the camera. I want to see these guys and gals go at it on camera for these titles. And we got this ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship, and they're doing that at like a combat sports thing because the UFC does it. And so I like that part. When WWE does that for me and sell that sports side of professional wrestling, I love it more. I have fun with the entertainment, like the Joe Hendry and Danhausen concert they had Monday night. I thought was funny, and so some of the stuff that Danhausen does is funny. But I more so love the sport aspect of it, of tournaments and watching and wrestlers being themselves and being authentic. That's what I really do love more. That's why the thing I love about NWA a whole lot more is a lot of the wrestlers just themselves, and they try to portray like a Undertaker character or stuff like that. That was more so brought in by Vince McMahon of the sports entertainment side of it, and wrestling was just wrestling. And then back in the day, people did love it and enjoy that. And people have said a lot of times that it never would have went anywhere had Vince did what he did. I disagree. The NWA territory days were very popular back in the day. A lot of people, wrestling fans, loved it. And that's what Bully Ray is pointing out. Non-wrestling fans, they're casual fans. So casual fans are your non-wrestling fans. They're never going to really love and be invested in professional wrestling as a hardcore wrestling fan. I mean, look at what I got in the background. Look at this flag. Look at a lot of stuff. I got these little title replicas and stuff. I got shirts. I got endless amount of shirts. My wife today was saying I have too many shirts. Most of it was wrestling shirts. But that is me. I'm a wrestling fan. I've been that way since I was 11 years old. I've been buying shirts for a long time now. I've been buying them even more as of late. And I've been watching wrestling since then, and I've loved it ever since, even when I did find out it was all their work and it was kayfabe and all that stuff. But I didn't care. I still got lost into it every single Monday, Friday, and Thursday night with TNA, Monday and Friday for Raw and SmackDown. And then when AEW came along, every Wednesday and Saturday, and even Friday when they had Rampage. I get lost into it when I watch Major League Wrestling on Saturdays, NWA on Saturdays. When I watch the New Japan Pro Wrestling, I get lost into it. I'm a fan. I'm not just a casual. I'm watching wrestling more probably than a lot of people. I'm watching wrestling constantly. It's what I watch a whole lot more than anything else. When I'm on my night shift, I'll tune into an old wrestling match, maybe an old school NWA or maybe catch up on some wrestling. A lot of times I'll catch up on wrestling when I can't watch it live. So I love wrestling. That's the whole point of this podcast, the platform, and I want to push that and the positivity and the tribalism and stuff. And yeah, I got lost into it a few months ago, but that's because of a lot of stuff that WWE did, or I'd say TKO, with the rising the ticket prices. But they've come down as of late. I bought my tickets, then taken my son, my 3-year-old son, taken to his first wrestling show, a father and son bonding moment, going to go have fun. And he has become a wrestling fan himself, a little wrestling fan himself as of late. And yes, I've even shown him the hardcore Texas death matches. And and I want him to enjoy that too. I want him to grow up and enjoy and get lost in the magic and the art of professional wrestling. It's an art. It's an art to go out in the ring and you tell me that you're fighting each other. When I saw Shawn Michaels kicking people's heads off back in the day with the Sweet Chin Music when I was a kid, I literally thought he was kicking people's heads off. And then they sold it back in the day. When he hit that Sweet Chin Music, boom, that was it. Done. 1, 2, 3, yeah. There wasn't 300,000 super kicks in a dang gum match like some of these guys and gals do today. There's like super kick after super kick after super kick. Young Bucks and the Usos could be the one of the worst ones at it. No disrespect to them. But man, when I see 50 super kicks in a match, it's like, goodness, you're just ruining the Sweet Chin Music and the super kick. Shawn Michaels did the super kick so perfectly. Sweet Chin Music so perfectly. And that move was protected. Like that, when it was hit, boom, done. It was over with. When sometimes when he faces wrestlers like Undertaker and such, when they kick out of it, that's because it sold that part, their character of it, the Undertaker. Like, oh crap, that one super kick ain't gonna do it. But a lot of times when Shawn Michaels hit that Sweet Chin Music, that was it. That was a wrap. 1, 2, 3, pack your bags. We going. But nowadays, you have some people kicking about 40, 50 super kicks in a dang gone match, and you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Some of the stuff I can get. Some of the stuff I can have my criticism as well. Doesn't mean that wrestling is garbage today. No, it's not. It's not garbage at all. Is it perfect? No. Is there things I'm not like, oh, do I really want to watch that again? Or no. But when I have like the matches, the tournaments, and fighting over the titles, that's what I enjoy a lot more. And I enjoy good storyline drama, but I don't enjoy this Jerry Springer type stuff, the Vince Russo type storylines. I don't like those, like the Liv Morgan, Dominic love drama, the love triangle that they had with Rhea a couple years ago. The now you got Maxine Dupree and Austin Theory, basically a redo of that. No, I don't like that stuff. I do not. That stuff I'm not a fan of. The Jerry Springer, Vince Russo. I'm going to pull a Jim Cornette here. Jim Cornette has a Jerry Springer, Vince Russo type stuff. I'm not a fan of that. I like the sport aspect of it, the titles, the tournaments, the matches. That's what I love. Tag team wrestling treated as importance again. That's what I love. But when you break kayfabe, you pull back the curtain, you tear the whole dang up thing down, and you're like, yeah, none of this is real. This is what we do. This is what we do. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not that big of a fan of Unreal like some are. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments of what you think of Unreal. Let me know what you think. But I'm not too big fan. I'm not a fan of pulling the curtain back or tearing it down, as Bully Ray said. I think it's going to do more harm than good in the wrestling business, and that's why I appreciate wrestling companies like AEW and others that protect that. Oh, let's see. There's some interesting backstage behind-the-scenes stuff in Unreal, but I feel like most of it is a work. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, most of it is a work. A lot of the stuff even on Unreal isn't even real, man. A lot of the stuff on Unreal, I don't even believe it's real. It's not. A lot of it's just more as a dramatic series to get you lost, sucked in and watch. It's something for Netflix, really. It's all it is. Like Bully Ray said on podcasts as well. Like it's something for Netflix, so they can give Netflix something. He said there's a lot of things on Unreal that can be more interesting than what's going on Raw and SmackDown, which is disappointing, and I agree. There are some things on Raw and SmackDown that I get lost in and interested in, the stories, the feuds, the matches, but then there's some things where I'm like, yeah. Not every show is a banger, but it doesn't mean it's garbage. WWE Radio has been so great. Sirius XM, love it. WWE Radio has been awesome. A lot of fans, especially AEW fans, have been hating on this, but I love it. I enjoy it. I listened to it. I listened to it today during the my workout. I've even called in a few times and had fun. And I love WWE Radio. It's great. And it even got me to get a Sirius XM membership. But this is great for Dave LaGreca and the Busted Open radio crew. A lot of people are like, have been hating on it and the sellout and stuff. But man, he's been working hard with his brand for years. And for WWE to partner with that, I mean, it's a great thing. Now, did this cut off a lot of the AEW talent that was on Busted Open? Will they talk about AEW again? It's probably more likely the case. So we'll never talk about AEW again on Busted Open Radio. But if they don't, it's fine. They're going to cover WWE, and they're going to talk about WWE, and Bully Ray is not going to hold back the punches. He's still going to say what he's going to say, and Dave LaGreca as well. But WWE Radio has been awesome, and I loved it. Not Sam Wrestling on there. I loved it. Love listening to him too every day. They also got the 6 Feet Under podcast with Undertaker. They got What's Your Story with Cody Rhodes. Or what do you want to talk about with Cody Rhodes? Sorry. And then What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon. They got the WWE Raw recap with Not So Sam, and I think Megan's her name. I think that's it. They got Cheap Heat Live. They got Natalia's Natty Loki Legend, the Heartbeat on there. I mean, WWE Radio is awesome. I love listening to it every week. Tommy Dreamer on there with the After Dark stuff. Even Bully Ray. They had Cruz Montano on last night, Bully Ray. So I love WWE Radio, and they're going to have this weekend Booker T and Vic Joseph from NXT calling SummerSlam, both for each night. I think both nights, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to call where it's like listening to, like Bully Ray said, like back in the old days when you listen to a live baseball game live. And I even listen to my baseball games on Sirius XM. I'll listen to a baseball game if I can't watch it. I'll have it on and listening to my baseball game, and that's what's basically going to be this weekend with WWE Radio, another sport-like thing that they're doing with WWE by having Booker T and Vic Joseph basically call the live SummerSlam shows, and I hear they're going to do that with Raw and SmackDown as well. So I don't think it's going to be Booker T and Vic Joseph, but I've heard that during Raw and SmackDown that they're also going to have somebody on during the shows calling live shows so you can listen to it on the radio. So I think this is awesome for WWE Radio. I think it's awesome for Busted Open and everybody else involved, not Sam and the Heartbeat and many others. So I was listening to Nick Nemeth and Dave LaGreca today, and it was a great. They were talking about NXT and even TNA and SummerSlam this weekend. So it was a great show. They even had Triple H on there. That's right, Triple H was on there. And I love and I'll do one thing. I do love what Triple H said. Let's go to what he said here. I want to talk about this and highlight this right here. H-Car, welcome back, man. Hey, Aaron, do you think WWE should be pushing Ray Phoenix and Fraxium? I think they should be pushing Ray Phoenix and Penta, the Lucha Bros. I think they need to be pushing them too in the tag team division, because the tag team division so needs it, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's what they need to do with that. That's what I think. But going to what Triple H said here, let me go find it, because what he said on this today was a really good aspect. The passion of professional wrestling. Here he says, Triple H says he wishes fans could put their passion for WWE into the talent as opposed to blaming the writers. But yeah, Fraxium should be their own tag team, and Ray Phoenix and Penta should team up and bring that tag team division back. The passion is what drives people. It's no different than the NFL, where guys that have never played a down of football in their life or haven't played since Pee Wee or whatever are screaming and ranting, "This coach sucks." Yeah, I disagree with that part because I've had to complain about a few Dallas Cowboy coaches in my time. He knows nothing about football. I never said that, but this coach sucks. He knows nothing about football. Doesn't understand the game. Why would he run that play? Why would he do this? Why would they draft that guy? There's millions of reasons why, but it's that passion. Well, they did make. There were a lot of Seahawks fans, I think, questioning Pete Carroll's decision on not running with Marshawn Lynch on that drive to win the Super Bowl. Just like the NFL or NBA or Major League Baseball, people sit on the coach and yell, "I'm done. I'm never watching the Knicks again. They suck." And then they win, and now they're the greatest thing ever. It's amazing. It's passion. At the end of the day, it's why we do what we do. I'm working on it. I wish sometimes we could put that passion into the talent now, as opposed to when somebody gets heat in our business. It's like, God, why would they write that way? As opposed to, that's no good piece of crap did this. There's something to say that innocent of not knowing, and there's something to saying that innocence of not knowing. Dang it, but it is what it is. I love that. I love the hate. I love the love. It's all passion for what we do. But when you pull back the curtain, Triple H, on Unreal, exposing the booking or producing with y'all and everything, then you open up that curtain, or open up that can, so to speak, of everyone complaining about the writing team. Now, that's why I have been more so focused on getting lost in the show and the feuds and stuff, instead of being like, oh, why would they do it? Because there's so many people that do that. I'll talk about one guy, especially from New York, that definitely does it. And anyway, but then I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, why would they write this, or why would they write that? Why would they book this person to win, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to watch and join the show. There's obviously a plan. If there's no plan that follows up with it, then okay, I'm still going to watch and enjoy the show, and enjoy the parts of the show that I do like. I'm not going to just sit here and just rant, not anymore anyway, that, oh, this sucks, that sucks, it's garbage, everything's garbage, this is garbage, that's garbage, this sucks, that sucks, blah, blah, blah. You're going to ruin the shows for you that way. You're going to ruin wrestling for you. If I constantly... Dallas Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. But if I constantly, every season, oh, this team sucks, this team sucks, that team sucks, this team sucks, this team's never going to win, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to enjoy a Dallas Cowboy football game. But every year, like, this is our year. I'm telling you, this is our year. We're freaking winning the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, Dallas Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. Anyway. But I get hyped for every season. Like, this could be our year. And on a realistic thing, it could be our year. Any given Sunday, you never know. Any given year for NFL, you never know. But if I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, yep, this team sucks. Oh, while Jerry Jones owns the team, we'll never win a Super Bowl. Or this, and they just go on and on and on. I'm not going to do that, because it's going to ruin the game for me. It's going to ruin the fun of the sport. I'm going to watch the game, and if they lose, well, it sucks. That sucks. I'm not going to, before every game, but, oh, we're not going to win. This sucks. It's garbage. We're a garbage team. We're not going to win. It would be crazy for me even to say that for 8-0, and I'm going to be like, yeah, we're garbage. We're not going to win. We're not going to defeat so-and-so. Nope, we're not going to win. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in, just like the Rangers. Rangers baseball going on right now. I love the Rangers. And they're bouncing back. They're bouncing back, taking a good lead in the division and winning games. And hopefully this will be another World Series year. I'm hoping so. Crossing fingers, praying, getting on my knees and everything. I'm hoping this happens with the Rangers. But I'm not going to go and be like, if I enjoy some good baseball games, because there's been some many baseball games I've enjoyed with the Rangers this year, especially this past weekend against the Mariners. If we don't win, then I had fun. There's going to be some games this year with the Dallas Cowboys that I'm going to enjoy and have fun with. But if we don't win the Super Bowl or the playoffs or make the playoffs, I want to enjoy the games that I had fun with, especially that we won, especially over the Eagles. I want to love it when we beat the Eagles. I want to love it when we beat the Eagles twice, 2-0. We could lose to every other team in the NFC East, but as long as we beat the Eagles, I'm fine. If y'all don't understand how much I hate the Eagles, that's how much I hate the Eagles. Just saying. Over every single team in our division, the Eagles are the most despised one. I've always hated. It wasn't Giants, not the Commanders. It's the Eagles. So as long as we beat Philadelphia, twice, go 2-0, I'm happy. You can fly, Eagles, fly somewhere else. But as long as the Cowboys beat the Eagles, we can go 2-15. But as long as we lose 2 on the Eagles, I'll be happy. Just saying. Same with the Rangers. If we don't win the World Series, as long as we beat the Astros, especially this weekend, as long as we beat the nasty Astros, I'd be happy. I'd be happy. But it doesn't mean our team is garbage or it sucks. No. Did we win? No. But it doesn't mean we suck. Doesn't mean we're garbage. I mean, we could be worse off like some of these other MLB teams. We could be worse off like some of the NFL teams last year, only winning 2 or 3 games. But like I said, as long as we beat the Eagles, I'll be fine. No, but as long as I will enjoy the good games in the season and have fun with the season. And then next year, get ready for the next season. Same with the Mavericks and basketball. Still getting over that Luka trade. It's still hard to get over. But I've watched many really great basketball games last year with the Mavericks. We didn't have a good year, but we had a few games that were really fun to watch. I had fun. Do I hope this year we bounce back and do a whole lot better? Yeah, for real. But does it mean it's garbage? No. Does it mean my team's garbage? No. Does it mean we had a bad year? Sure. Does it mean Raw or AEW or SmackDown had a bad show? Maybe. But does it mean that it's garbage? No, it's not. It just means they had a bad show. It wasn't that good. It wasn't live up to hype. It wasn't my. Was it terrible? Was it garbage? No. Was it good? Sure, maybe. Was it bad? Maybe. But does it mean it's garbage? No. Doug, you're now banned from the chat. I'm just kidding. As long as you didn't say go Eagles. I've been seeing you, Doug. I'm just making my point here. I'll be answering your comment here in a minute. But yeah. But for some people, get on their podcast and just rant and that this sucks, that sucks, this is garbage, that garbage. Then stop. You're ruining it for yourself. You're ruining it for everyone else, and you wonder why your viewerships are low. I'm here to spread the positivity and love professional wrestling. It doesn't mean everything's going to be all sunshine and rainbows and perfect. No, but if I enjoyed the show, in my opinion, that I enjoyed the show, I'm having fun. If you didn't, you didn't. And if you didn't, then tell me why. And if you disagree with why I liked it, then fine, let's talk about it. But we don't have to insult, belittle, put each other down, call each other dumb, stupid, or you idiot, or this or that. We don't have to do that. We can have a debate and agree to disagree, and move on. Simple as that. Doesn't mean it's garbage? No. Doesn't mean it's terrible? No. That's my opinion. I'll get to more of that here in a minute. NXT and AAA have been more interesting to me lately than Raw and SmackDown. That's a fact. I agree. I'm still enjoying Raw and SmackDown, but NXT and AAA have been a lot of fun. Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing down there in the NXT, and The Undertaker. That's why they had the best wrestling match at WrestleMania 25. Best WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 25. But now they're putting on better shows than Triple H. Just saying. Does it mean Triple H is garbage? No. Does it mean Shawn Michaels Undertaker are better than Triple H? Yeah. I don't have Sirius, so I don't worry about WWE Radio. I think the criticism comes from it now. Seems like state-sponsored media, so to speak now. I had a free trial of Sirius a few months ago, and I enjoyed it. I just didn't go in with it. But now WWE Radio, and now I have enjoyed listening to Rangers games while they're live and stuff, because a lot of times they can't watch it because of the stupid blackout that they got going on MLB Network. I just listen to them on the radio, enjoy it that way, and get excited or mad listening to it. So but also I've loved the music that they got on there, the radio music they got going. I love that too. So I just love it. I'm starting to love it more than I do Spotify, honestly. What Triple H said would mean more if they weren't in a storytelling business. Would mean more if they weren't in a storytelling business. If they can't write good stories, why should we not criticize the creative team? I mean, there's plenty of authors I've read that I've criticized. This is true, and I see your point. But you can sit there and criticize all day, but it's not going to change anything. You can just go and look at and watch and enjoy the stuff that you like, and enjoy the wrestlers that you like. Like if you're not for Roman and Seth and the storyline and them being on top and as champions and everything, you can still be a fan of LA Knight. Do you want him to be world champion? Sure. I was a Shawn Michaels fan. How many times was Shawn Michaels, especially me? I started watching 2005. From when I watched until Shawn Michaels retired, answer this question for me. Was Shawn Michaels ever the world champion or WWE champion? No, but I was still a fan. Did I really want him to win in the matches when he was in? Yeah, he was in several title matches, but he never won the championship. Last time he won the championship was a World Heavyweight Championship in 2002. He had that one last run, and since then, he's been several matches, several great matches you can go about rewatch over and over and over again. And then the Undertaker WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 25, the best WrestleMania match ever. And I will argue anybody to my last breath that was the greatest WrestleMania match ever. And then they had another good one at WrestleMania 26. WrestleMania 25 was better than 26, but it was still a good match. But was Shawn Michaels the world champion? No. Was I still a diehard Shawn Michaels fan? And still am, and he is still my GOAT, my greatest of all time? Yeah. So you can still be a fan of someone, and they don't have to be world champion. I'm still a fan of LA Knight. Yeah. But he's not the world champion. Will he win the world championship? I hope so. But if he does, I'm still a fan. I still love LA Knight. Same thing with Royce Keys. If Royce Keys wins the world champion, hope Royce Keys wins the world championship. But if not, I'm still a fan of Royce Keys. Penta, if he doesn't win a world championship or WWE championship, I'm still a fan of Penta. If Oba never, which I would hope to God he does, win the world WWE championship, I'm still a fan of Oba. But you can still be a fan of your favorite wrestler. And if they don't win the world or WWE championship, and same thing with AEW. I've been going by WWE, but same thing with AEW. Will we ever see Speedball as the world champion? I don't think so. I mean, he could. We saw Darby with the world championship. Maybe. I'm not saying you never will, and it's no knock to Speedball, so no disrespect to him. I love Speedball. I love watching him. I really hope he wins the international championship. Andrade, will he ever win the world championship? I hope so. I really do. I'm a fan of Andrade. But is he? No, but I'm going to enjoy him as the AEW national champion. Bandito, will he win the AEW World Championship? Maybe. I don't know. With Tony Khan, you never know, really. With WWE and Triple H, you can kind of tell if who is going to be world champion in the business or not. Because they're going to go towards that rating draw. But Tony Khan, he's going to give the guys opportunities. He's not just going to be like, yeah, your merch's not selling. You're not drawing the ratings. Nah, you're not going to win the world title. Sorry, bud. But hey, here's this right here. No. He gave Darby Allin a chance. A lot of people loved his world title run. So maybe some of these guys I mentioned win the world title. Maybe. I'm not saying they will never. I'm just saying if they don't, I'm still going to be a Bandito fan. I'm still going to be an Andrade fan. Still going to be a Speedball fan. And now my guy Hangman Adam Page will never challenge for the world title again. But I'm still going to be a Hangman Adam Page fan. And I'm still going to watch him every Wednesday night. I'm still going to hope he wins another title or I still want to see him wrestle again. Why? Because he's one of my favorite guys in AEW. Even for some of the women. If you're a fan of some of the women, if you're a fan of Julia, if you're a fan of JC Jane, Fallon Henley, Laney Reed, if you're a fan of Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, if you're a fan of Queen Amanada and others, you can still be a fan and still love and enjoy when they're on and they're having matches and the titles that they do win. Do you want to be world champion? Sure. Being a world champion should be something that not only does the fan want, but the wrestler wants, because you're the world champion. Back in the NWA days, that's what a lot of people wanted. Did everybody get it? No. But that's what a lot of people wanted and hungered for, was to be the world champion, to be on top of the business. And back then, it actually really meant something because you got paid more and stuff like that. But you can still be fans of our favorite wrestlers, and they don't win the world championship or not be in the world title feud. So, I agree slightly with you, Doug, there. I really do. It's just I like the positive criticism, really. And I'm not saying you do anything negative. I'm just saying I like the positive criticism, just like with some content creators and other podcasts out there I've listened to, and they're just like, oh, this is garbage. This sucks. And, oh, this is terrible. Why are they doing this? And this, why? Oh, my, this sucks. This, like, do you find any enjoyment in life at all? Like, or is everything suck to you? Or is everything garbage? Or you just have this hate that you've been, I don't know. It's just, you can still have a positive criticism of, just like I just did about Unreal. Are there some things about Unreal that I liked and I liked seeing? Sure. Overall, I don't like it. But if you liked it, or if you're someone who likes Unreal, you love it, you want to see more of it, then cool. Enjoy it. I'm not raining on your parade here. I'm not here to. I'm just saying I don't like that they're pulling back the curtain. And you might like it. It might make you more of a fan. And if it is, then cool. Welcome to the club. But WWE. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't like it because as a lifelong wrestling fan and diehard wrestling fan, I don't like it because it does pull back that curtain and it kind of ruins that magic there. But that's just me. But if you liked it and you're like, hey, man, they're finally being but they're finally opening up about how this is a work, that's a work, this, that, and they're showing me how they do this. Oh, I really like this more. Oh, this is cool. Then cool. I'm glad. Welcome to the wrestling family. Keep watching every week. But as for me, I'm not a fan of it. Same thing if you're just pro WWE and you don't like AEW. Cool. But does it mean AEW is garbage? No. It's not. Just because like if you're a pro AEW and you don't like WWE for what WWE doesn't mean it's garbage? No. If we just in that part of the tribalism and we just watch WWE for what WWE is, doesn't mean it's all sunshines and rainbows and perfect. But there are some good things with WWE, and there are wrestlers in WWE putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment and sacrificing their body, their livelihood, and their time away from home for our entertainment. And if we're just some of us content creators, if some of us come on here just trash it and just talk negative about it because our favorite wrestler didn't win the world title or this didn't happen in the story or this that makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying you can't not like it. I'm not saying you have to be all sunshines and rainbows and just glaze everything. I'm just saying just be more positive with the criticism and not, oh, well, this sucks, this garbage, that's trash. No. I think the wrestlers deserve our respect a little bit more than that. And that's my mindset of it. That's just me. But with just watch WWE for what WWE is and how they do wrestling. Watch AEW for AEW is and how they do wrestling. Same thing for TNA and etc. If we stop being like, oh, well, I wish WWE would be more like AEW, or I wish AEW would be more like WWE. If we just stop that and just watch each show for what it is and just separate that, you get more enjoyment out of it. And I learned that lesson too. Yeah, but have you read the entire book to have any real criticism? We can also critique things respectfully. True, I agree. As long as respectful and positive, and not negative. What I mean by negative is when you're going about, because criticism really ain't never really positive, but you can have a positive attitude and respect when you criticize something like, oh, well, I didn't really like that. Like I've heard Bully Ray and David Greco on WWE Radio say a lot of times. Like they might say, no, I didn't really like it. Like they were criticizing the Danhausen segment yesterday. But they even said, hey, if there's something that you liked or your kid liked that, then awesome. Because there was a caller that called in talking about, hey, my kid really liked this. My wife really liked this. I thought it was really great. And then they said, oh, that's cool. And they even said they're not trying to ruin it for everybody. They're saying they just didn't like it. And that's fine. You can say that. And that's what this comment section is here for too. You can say that too on here. If you didn't like the way Redemption went, cool. But why? And be respectful about it. Not, oh, it was garbage. Everything's garbage. This sucks. And the same thing. There's so many wrestlers I'm a fan of, and I always try to support them regardless of promotion. Sure. Same here. It's not about three letters. It's about the wrestlers. There's wrestlers. There are wrestlers at WWE that they fumbled. The AEW is doing better with. And a lot of times, if some of these wrestlers, if you just gave them that little bit of creative freedom, then you would get what you get out of them at the AEW. And then vice versa. There's been wrestlers like Sammy Guevara right now. Where the heck is Sammy Guevara, Tony Khan? Where's the Spanish God? Put him on AEW more. Put him in the world title picture. Make him world champion. If not, I want to see him in WWE. I think Sammy Guevara would shine in NXT and AAA. Maybe even the main roster too. If they after some work and time and everything. But honestly, I think he'd do fantastic in AAA. I really do. But I think he would do great in WWE. If Tony Khan's not doing anything with him, then let's go. Go to WWE, Sammy. Sammy, if you're watching, if you ever watch this podcast, I don't care if you're in AEW, I don't care if you're TNA, WWE, wherever you're at, I'm still going to watch him. I've been watching him in Ring of Honor, although I don't want to see him in Ring of Honor that much, but I'm still going to support him in Ring of Honor because I think Sammy Guevara should be in AEW and on the world title picture. He is one of the pillars of AEW. He's been one of the originals. And if Tony Khan allows him to walk too because he's not being pushed and utilized, there's another guy. Ricky Saints left. Cody Rhodes left. Royce Keys left. And it's nothing as in they hate the bit AEW or Tony Khan. It's like, hey, if you're not going to use me, bro, I'm gone. Same thing with Andrade. I mean, Andrade was getting it for both companies at one point, but now he's being pushed into AEW, and he's the national champion. So I would like for Sammy Guevara to be on AEW. If not, then I want to see him in NXT. I want to see him mix it up in AAA. He can be in the AAA Mega Championship title picture. He could be in the NXT title picture. Him and Tay can go for the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles. So, but let's go on to the AEW Podcast Network that Tony Khan talked about. We've been working on it. We're still planning the AEW Podcast Network with our friends, and it's coming. So that's been in the works for quite a while, and it's still in the works. It's going to be very good. I'm looking forward to AEW Podcast Network as we've been planning for a while. That's going to be excellent. And I said to Tony Khan, if you need a podcast, and I'm your guy. This is from my X post. Tony Khan, if you want a podcast on there again that gives positive reviews of AEW, CMLL, and all these other companies, then send me an email. I'm for it. Let's do it, because I would love to be on the AEW Podcast Network, and I would definitely, I love AEW. I watch AEW I love AEW more than WWE. Doesn't mean I hate WWE. No, I still like WWE. There's a lot of things about WWE I like. It's just I like AEW and the sports and the way I like wrestling is how they do it a lot more than WWE used to. And it's just me. But if you like WWE more than AEW, cool. Keep watching wrestling. But I would love to be on this podcast network. I think it would be fun and a great opportunity. To me, WWE and AEW and all the other others, really different products. I enjoy them all differently. Yes. And that's the thing with wrestling. If you enjoy WWE for WWE and not be like, oh, they should be like AEW. They should be like doing this. And then vice versa with AEW with WWE. And you're like, oh, it's totally different universes, totally different worlds, and a totally different way they present professional wrestling. Same thing with NWA. If you watch NWA, they're completely different from both companies. And same thing for TNA. They're different. They're an alternative. They're an alternative for us to enjoy and watch. As if you're not getting the enjoyment out of WWE, you're going to go tune into these others. Hence why 307,000 viewers for TNA last week, and I hope it goes up tomorrow night. So we have to have the constructive criticism, and not the negative, hateful criticism like some people do, which I'm about to talk here in a minute to end the show. But yes, constructive criticism. It can, like, hey, I didn't like this. I didn't think it was cool. I didn't think this was a good direction. I don't think he or she should have won this. But it doesn't mean, oh, it's garbage. And speaking of that, last but not least, JD. Yeah. So many people share this up in my timeline, and I just gotta, I'm giving my opinion. He said this last week about AEW, and I said this last week on my podcast. Something I got to get off my chest. This is what he said 6 days ago, as you can see. I'm going to be incredibly transparent. Every week I see the live chat for the 2 count and see the same people. Not enough AEW topics, or this is a heavy WWE show every week. When AEW gives us something to sink our teeth into, then we'll talk about AEW. I don't know how anyone can come out of last week. He was talking about last week Dynamite. Expect us to talk about that garbage, which it wasn't garbage. That was last week's Dynamite. Also, I told the team to change the title of last week. So he has a team doing his titles and stuff. I do my own stuff. The description you see, the titles you see, that's me. That's all me, 100% Dr. Love. Forward, and it resulted to poor viewership, only 7.2 thousand viewers. So what? You got 7.2 thousand viewers. So that's the thing. People are so focused on these viewerships. The week before, Coach and I did 12,000 viewers. Nobody that cares to listen to AEW content. That's false. There's plenty of people that love listening to AEW content. Hey, go listen to my guys Dynamite download. They will gladly tell you otherwise. They get a lot of viewerships for their AEW reviews every week, and that's all they review is AEW, Collision, and Dynamite, and the pay-per-views. That's all they do, and they get plenty of viewers every single week. And I'm one of them. And they get I think over 2,000 subs on their YouTube and followers. I mean, they just got a lot of followers. Is it astronomical? No, not yet. Not yet, but they've only been in it for a few years, so give them time. The week before tonight, 12,000 views. Nobody cares. Yeah, and nobody wants to watch AEW content. False. It's poor viewership. False. We talked about it with a terrible creative move. See, that's the thing. Terrible creative. Just watch and enjoy the show and support the wrestlers, man. You're so focused that taking shots at creative, which we'll talk about here in the next one. The main event for Redemption, Omega and Knight, and gave you an entire conversation, the possible Mania plan. Yeah, that's what he said last week, and this is what he said today. I think it's today. I don't know. I got sent the screenshot. We are in dark times with WWE. Oh no, this was right after Raw. That's what it was. We are in dark times. Really? This was by far the worst Monday Night Raw show all year. He said that last week too. For a go-home show, they should all be ashamed. From Joe Hendry being embarrassed. Really? It looked like Joe Hendry is having fun out there. I'm just saying. Danhausen slap dancing and singing with, human monies on a pole match at SummerSlam. I mean, I would prefer a one-on-one match, but we'll see where this goes. And Dominic Mysterio getting buried in all this. The company has lost its spot. Really? Because Dominic's the AAA Mega Champion, and he's about to go in a feud with El Grande Americano Triple Mania. I don't know. And Dominic is on the SummerSlam card, and he's being buried. But he's on the SummerSlam card. He was on WrestleMania too. But he's buried. Whoever the writers are looking at Triple H in the face, and Triple H himself, you are all to blame. And honestly, the best thing for this company is to drain every last one of them. So I remember specifically JD saying years ago when Triple H took over that this was going to be great for WWE, it's going to be great for WWE, WWE is going to be better, they're going to put AEW out of business, and blah, blah, blah. And look at this guy, this guy feeds off the negativity, man. He just feeds off the negativity. And that's why his viewerships are low. That's why his viewerships have gone down. That's why people have unsubscribed. That's why I unsubscribed. I honestly haven't watched his podcast in over a year. Because last year, him and I I wouldn't say into it, but I just made a comment about his negative viewerships of or negative comments of AEW, talking about this was garbage. It's pretty much the same thing he's saying now. And then he didn't like that. He blocked me. And then when I made that video last year, he said some of those things he said, and I was like, whatever. But honestly, I haven't watched his podcast over here. I just see clips of some people post online, like Jason G on X. He listens to his podcast. He likes him. More power to him. Go follow him on X. He's a cool guy. Although I don't like that he likes JD, but to each their own. But he posts his clips, and I'll just be like, let's see what he's saying. And I'll listen to it for like maybe a couple of minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Because it's just so negative. He's just so negative each and every week of, this is, I hate this. Well, this is garbage. We're in dark times, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, take a break then. Stop watching. Go watch your sports team. Go watch a TV show that you like or something. But you just constantly, every week, this is garbage, that's garbage. There's no win-win. He did one TNA show, the debut, and he didn't like it, so it was garbage again. And then since then, hasn't done any reviews on it, as far as my knowledge. And then, but TNA's doing great, and they're rising in ratings too. And I really have enjoyed TNA wrestling. And for someone like me, like I said, I love watching wrestling every single week, every single day. So when you have this negativity, no, a lot of people don't go to that because they want to watch, enjoy the show. Like someone said on X the other day of a Deb, she said that I want to find some positive AEW podcasts out there. Of course, she subbed to me, and then I told her about Dynamite Download and these other friends I know that Dynamite Download they'll say, yeah, I didn't like this or didn't like that, but they're not like, oh, this is garbage. AEW sucks. No, they actually really enjoy the AEW. They have an AEW draft that I'm a part of and not doing so great in, but they have fun with it. And that's the whole point of it, is having fun and loving wrestling. It's not going to be great all sunshines and rainbows. It's not going to be perfect, but you can still have fun with it. And that's what we're here about at Aaron Loves Wrestling. This is what we're here about of the Wrestling Lover podcast, Wrestling Lover community. This is what I'm about. Like Doug here, he said some things that him and I disagree with, but hey, it is what it is. And it's fine. I don't see that dude on my timeline much other than people quoting him. He's difficult to take seriously. Exactly. It's the same thing. He's blocked me, so I can't even, and I don't even want to. So he's blocked me all because someone disagreed with him. The people I have blocked is either due to harassment or they've done other things online, said some things I disagree with online as far as like horrible things, and I'm not going to repeat. But if you disagree with me, I don't care if you disagree with me. I don't. But if you're going to come in my timeline, oh, it's garbage, this sucks, and this and that. No. If you're going to have an open opinion, oh, I didn't like this and this is why, then cool. Let's have a conversation about it. But if you're going to be like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, it's garbage, and blah, 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 or you glazer, or this or that, I'm not about that negativity, man. Go take that negativity somewhere else. But if you're going to have an open conversation on why you don't like this or you don't like that, let's do it. And if you don't like it, cool. I'm going to like it. I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm still going to love wrestling. I'm still going to have fun with it, even though it's not perfect. But I'm not going to scream at you and be like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, blah, 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 blah. This is garbage. That's just me. But yeah, that's the review. That's the episode. I hope y'all enjoy Dynamite tonight. I'm getting off of here, and I'm going to go get some dinner ready and enjoy it tonight. And I'm watching Spider-Man tomorrow. Can't wait. Brand new day. Can't wait. So if you've seen it, no spoilers. And also watch TNA tomorrow night. TNA's got a great show lined up. Just a quick review it real quick. Dynamite tonight, you got Kenny Omega, Willow Nightingale showing up. Willow Nightingale Celebration. You got the World Trios titles on the line, the Collaboration Demand. You got Maya World going up against Persephone for the TBS title. You have a three-way for the AEW National Championship. Jack Perry, Andrade, and Nick Wayne. And then you have Renee sitting down with Young Bucks and Cajun Cope with their AEW World title match coming up at All In. And they're in Detroit, Michigan. You might see a prize. You might not, but still enjoy the show. And then also for TNA, you had the world title match with Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy tomorrow night. Hoping Jeff Hardy wins. Hoping he wins. Then you have the Knockouts title match with Demon Bunny going up against the Elegance brand. You have Mustafa Ali putting the international title on the line against Jason Hodge. You have Matt Hardy versus Ryan Nemeth. You have the System, Eddie Edwards and Cedric Alexander going up against Leon Slater and Ricky Sosa, which I really like Slater and Sosa as a tag team. I really hope they win the tag team titles. That would be great. You have the Knockouts television tournament matches, the quarterfinals. Jada Stone going up against Jody Threat, and Indy Hartwell going up against Thea Hale. Going to be a great TNA show tomorrow, so please watch and tune in, and also tune in again. That's not Dynamite. That's not Dynamite either. Where did Dynamite slide go? There it is. Tune in Dynamite tonight. And also keep track of that G1 tournament. There's your tournament right there. There's your standings right now. There's going to be a show on early wee hours tomorrow, so keep watching that. And then also this weekend, SummerSlam. It's going to be fun. 6-woman tag team match. Bella Twins Page going up against Fatal Influence. Solo, LA Knight, Warriors Keys going up against the Bloodline, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu. Women's World Title match, Liv Morgan and Io Sky going to 101 Gunther versus Nick Aldis 101, Hell in a Cell match, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, and then you got the WWE title match, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. That's Saturday show. Sunday night show, night 2. You have the WWE Championship number 1 contender match, Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. United States Championship match, Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. The Human Moonies match on the pole, Dominic Mysterio and Danhausen. Intercontinental title match, Chad Gable versus Penta. The interim WWE Women's Championship match, and what we have so far, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Jay Cargill. The final participant will be they'll be in a match this Friday night, Lash Legend versus Julia. We'll see who advances there. And then you have the World Heavyweight Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. That is going on this weekend. And then also AAA. Check out AAA this weekend. Check out NWA Power on Comet TV on Saturday. I'll do my review for that next week. And also Major League Wrestling, Major Wrestling on Saturday afternoon on YouTube. So much wrestling. Enjoy the shows. Have fun with wrestling. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And just remember, as always, love professional wrestling. Have a blessed one, a blessed weekend.
This ain't about one company. This ain't about one company. This ain't about picking sides. This is professional wrestling. Aaron loves wrestling. Welcome to the wrestling lovers community. Dusty and Flair made the whole crowd believe. Hogan and Sting had the world on his feet. Undertaker's bell, Austin breaking the glass. Rock brought the lightning. Cena carried the flag. Now it's Cody Moxley, Oba in the fight. Newman, Santana, and Moose every night. Mystical flying, Tsuji bringing the heat. Different promotions, but the love runs deep. Every ring, every style, every wrestler, every mile. You can rep your favorite, just respect mine. There's enough wrestling for everybody worldwide. Put tribalism to death. Let the hate take its last breath. No more sides, no more divide. We stand together with wrestling pride. WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA, New Japan, AAA, CMLL, MLW. We love wrestling. Say it with your chest. Put tribalism to death. Old school, new school, strong style, lucha, hardcore wars and technical shooters, big time arenas or a small town hall. Respect every wrestler who gives it their all. Buy the tickets, rock the shirts, make some noise. Cheer the heroes, boo the ones you enjoy. You don't have to hate what somebody else loves. At the end of the night, wrestling's enough. One ring, one heart, one voice. When the bell starts, support the wrestlers. Respect them all. Wrestling lovers, stand up tall. Put tribalism to death. Let the hate take its last breath. From the smallest crowd to the biggest show, Aaron loves wrestling. Let the whole world know. WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA, AAA, CMLL, New Japan, MLW. Just love wrestling. Put tribalism to death. Aaron loves wrestling. Yeah. No scripts, no agendas, no company wars. Just passion for this business. Aaron loves wrestling. Dr. Love on the mic. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. Yeah. Turn the camera on, let the real talk begin. I've been loving this sport since way back when. From the territories to the bright light stages. History in the ring, every chapter, every page. I don't follow the crowd, I don't chase what is trending. I speak from the heart, no pretending. They argue over ratings, fight over a brand. I'm here for the wrestlers, putting miles on the van. Blood, sweat, sacrifice, that's the foundation. Different promotions, one wrestling nation. You can love WWE and still rock with elite. TNA, New Japan, bring the fire and heat. This is Unfiltered Wrestling. Say it with your chest. Real opinions, real passion. We don't fake for the rest. No tribal lines, we put that hate to death. Aaron loves wrestling till there's nothing left. No filter, no fear. Tell the whole wrestling world that Dr. Love is here. Every bell, every ball. live in the now. Give the legends they flowers. Let the young stars grow. From the opening match to the main event fight, I'm watching every move, breaking down every night. I'll praise what is great, call out what is weak. Never let a fan base tell me how I should speak. I don't need your approval, don't need a backstage pass. Just a microphone, a camera, and the truth in the glass. This is more than content, it's a wrestling community built around respect, passion, and unity. So throw up your ones, your twos, or your fours. When the bell starts ringing, we all want more. This is unfiltered wrestling, say it with your chest. Real opinions, real passion, we don't fake for the rest. No tribal lines, we put that hate to death. Aaron loves wrestling till there's nothing left. No filter, no fear. Tell the whole wrestling world that Dr. Love is here. Every company, every style, every story worth telling. Welcome to Unfiltered Wrestling. Prescribing a dose of love for professional wrestling. No bias, no tribalism, no filter. This is Aaron Love's Wrestling.